Alright, welcome back. This is our second in a series of videos which we hope to review all the gear available in Injustice.
And this time we are doing the second 5-star gear, Ghul Scimitar. And this gear is probably arguably the most versatile gear out of all of them. If you want damage boost to basic attacks, it does that. You know, if you want a little bit of power to start off, which is helpful in a lot of scenarios, it does that. And it just has the, and on the tap ender, you drain energy, which, you know, is a versatility that we don't see in most other gears. And even if one or two of the abilities is not that useful to you, or you do not think would be useful to your playstyle, usually there's at least one of the abilities in there that will be really good. And so to demonstrate Ghul's Scimitar, one of the characters that it's very useful with is Nightwing, because on the end of his tap, when you do the swipe ender, it actually hits twice instead of once. So that drains twice as much power. So that's draining, I think, 22% of the total power of the enemy. So if you continue to do swipe attacks, and even if you take some damage and let them build up a little that way, usually you'll be able to keep them, other than swapping in, from ever using their special ever, which is so very helpful. And so our playstyle with Nightwing is basically prevent them from using their special by the tap combo. In an emergency, what's really good about Nightwing too is that he has the other power draining on special 1. So in an emergency, as long as they don't switch in and use it immediately, we can still actually drain their power, which makes him even more adept at preventing the enemy from ever hitting you with the special. But we use his special 2 a lot, because the special 2 is quite powerful too. And the good news is we're not really rushed in building it up, because as long as we aren't taking too many, like, basic attack hits, we will not be taking very many specials. And right now we only have Ghul's on him, I don't know if you've noticed. So we're going to finish this battle very quickly, or as quickly as possible. And then we'll try to gear him out a little bit more with some of the combinations that you can add onto Ghul Scimitar, such as maybe the heal on special 2 gears, which can be very helpful when using him, because his one problem is that he does take some damage, and unlike the other Nightwings, he does take more damage. He takes normal damage from basic attack instead of a decreased amount, so he can get slowly whittled down that way.
Yeah, so this was not... Yeah, sorry, I was trying to... It's a bit of a challenge fighting, basically, a gold, level 50 E7 team with one character only and wearing one piece of gear only, even though it is maxed out.
Because those guys all had 300 or like 340 gear score or something like that. Just quite difficult.
Yeah, so Nightwing isn't the only guy that has a 2-hit combo ender.
Does the Joker have it?
I don't remember, actually. I know
Harley Quinn has it.
Deathstroke does. Deathstroke does.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, you might want to experiment around and see which guys you like playing with, but it makes it huge. And definitely the difference between Nightwing and, between multiplayer and single player is significant. In single player, energy generation favors the...
whoever's being attacked.
Right, so getting hit generates more energy. In multiplayer, hitting generates more energy. So when you don't see the difference in power drain as much on single player. Because
they're still gaining more than you.
They're gaining from being hit, and you're taking away some from draining them. So they still gains. I guess I can't remember if they gain some, but it's not as. It doesn't look like they're losing nearly as much. So let's gear him up with his own gear, his power to Screamo sticks, and
that's
maybe
crit damage and crit chance, crit damage, and basic damage.
No, unblockable. Unblockable basic attacks.
Oh, okay.
Right, and so this is sort of to us. This is to me. This is the ideal kind of gear setup for.
And bow spikes has basic attack, and heal on 2.
Heal on 1.
Heal on 1. Oh, okay.
Alright.
Yeah, I remember when I first started getting like when gear first came out, I thought the things that I thought were really good was the basic attack ones.
Yeah.
But I really, really liked the butcher's knife.
Yeah.
And the
mutated bone
spikes, because they were both really good. They were both like, what? You can heal? And it was a completely foreign concept to me.
Alright, so we're looking at, alright, Elseworld Flash, that's interesting. I like to see somebody different. Yeah. Definitely this is, it's a really good team, and like we said with the previous video on the Batmobile, Raging Green Lantern and Animated Harley Quinn can make pretty much any one other single character
really good.
A really good card. Yeah, that's your team right
really
there.
Really good support cards. Oh, this is not Raven Prime.
This is the original Raven.
The original Raven is still really good. She's just nowhere near as good as... Like, she's nowhere near as kind of broken as the other Raven.
Oh, 200.
Wait, is this the Aquaman that summons his minion?
I don't know.
This is, I think, Regime Aquaman.
Oh, and actually, if I can get this to show, this is really cool. Using the... When bullet time engages when you're playing with Elseworld Flash, means that, hold on.
Uh-oh,
your combo is broken.
Oh, but it doesn't break
it
the
does it
combo.
the other way. So when you are triggering somebody else's bullet time, your combo still finishes. When somebody else triggers your bullet time, you break their combo. It's a combo breaker. So this is one of the few times it's better we get an advantage over the computer.
Because normally the computer plays a little predictably, but they can do stuff you can't. Like if they block the first attack in a swipe combo, for some reason they can get in their set of attacks in between, and they almost always do.
Okay, so this is going to be interesting, because Killing Joke Joker is going to give 3 bars of power. And, oh, there we go. And we do not want that to engage. Well, actually, Deathstroke is probably more dangerous on his first bar to us, because we've got Green Lantern with all his blocking gear.
So do we want to let him get to 3 bars? That way he can't use his first on us?
It might actually be.
That's
that
a little convoluted.
As long as we can drop in Raging Green Lantern quick enough.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. So what's cool, again, what's cool about the gear is not only is it unique in terms of giving you 3 abilities, right? 2 of them aren't available anywhere else. Being able to power drain. Oh, and I need to...
And being able to start off with 1 bar. And what's really cool too is, though the basic attack might not be as good, actually, even though it's a 5-star gear, basic attack gear for 4-star does do 75%, basic attack for 3-star gear does 50%, and 2-star gear I believe does 35%. But there's a lot of stuff that you can't get anywhere else, and to be honest, I like all of them, and I think it would be interesting if they used more of that kind of those kind of effects in the future.
Yeah, I'm just doing this not to damage, but just to heal. I don't even care about draining. I just want to heal some. I made a couple silly mistakes and let them hurt me a little bit too much.
Yeah, sometimes it is hard to play and comment at the same time, for sure. Oh, well, looks like the Joker's not going to be much of a problem.
Famous last
Hopefully. Words. That's the goal anyways. You want a damage boost? Yeah.
Actually, I just want to get rid of him. I don't want to take a chance that he's going to come back and actually hurt us.
Harley versus the Joker.
That's a classical matchup.
Yeah.
Or classic, sure. I should say.
Yeah, I think he does do double hit on the end swipe. I don't think the joke is on us, actually, in this case.
Yeah, so the Ghul Scimitar is only available in the gear locker. It's not that... it's supposed to be rare, but it seems like if you're looking for specific 3-star gear, it actually drops more often. And maybe that's just some variation, some corollary of Murphy's Law. but it's supposed to be the rarest. But because there's so many 3-star gears that that can evolve to 4-star gears that you could pick up, and if you're looking for one specific, then you're going to have a lot of trouble. Now this is going to be interesting because I'm guessing that he's got Ghul Scimitar, so he's going to start off with 1 bar of power. We're in a little bit of trouble potentially because Batman's going to have an unblockable, so we've got to really be careful about protecting our Nightwing. Because he's really our main offensive.
Oh yeah, because Harley, crap, so
health boost, she gives a health boost plus a chance of special 2 unblockables for her Arkham teammates.
So the Arkham team's a really good team.
Yeah, so definitely
didn't they take the pack off in the most recent update? They did, right?
They
took the pack off the store in the most recent update.
Yeah. Oops.
That was a lot of damage. You might have a little trouble with the Batman now.
I will. I'm hoping that after the stream, Batman dropped it. Perfect.
Okay, not as much trouble with the Batman.
Really, Deathstroke is the main danger because his special 1, he can generate to it very fast, and it's potentially unblockable.
Yeah.
Although now it doesn't matter so much because Green Lantern's gone. Oh, swipes are always the bane of my existence. Are swipe attacks.
They're more difficult. For me, at least. For you, too, but, like... I don't know, it just seems like the tap is definitely easier.
Oh, yeah. By far.
Uh-oh. Deathstroke's coming in. Oh! Nice.
String. And he's got the little boost. His passive is normally pretty useless, where he gets the extra boost
when he
first
swaps
few seconds when he swaps in. Alright, so that was actually quite challenging. Still finished in less than a minute against a relatively strong team. So I think we've hit all the points that we wanted to mention about Ghul Scimitar, that it's a really great piece of gear. It has a lot of unique features that make it a really good... There's a reason why it's not a regular 3 to 4 star gear and it's a 4 to 5 star gear, because it offers you an extra ability, it offers you abilities that aren't available on any other piece of gear, and the only one weakness is that the damage boost is only 50% as opposed to the 70% you get on a 4 star gear, or 50% on a which is typical for a 3-star gear, and even a 2-star gear will give you 35%, right? But the 2 other unique abilities that are available to any character that you're using really make it an absolute game changer.
Yeah, it's great. It almost makes it more valuable to do tap instead of swipes.
Yeah, I love doing swipe attacks, and most of the time this is the only reason why I'm willing to do it, right? For either generating power, or because we've got Ghul Scimitar to drain.
Yeah.
Alright, so thanks for watching, and we'll catch you hopefully next week with the next in our series of gear videos.
Talk to you guys later.